Hi everybody. As it's getting closer to Christmas, a few people have asked me whether I stay on plan or not, how many days off I have. So I thought it was easier for me to do a video. I've been on my weight loss journey now for 4.5 years. So this is my fifth Christmas. I've tried various things, so I thought it was just easier if I explained what I did and, more importantly, what my gains and losses were over that period, because that's what everyone seems to want to know. I would as well, because I'm very nosy. The first Christmas I did when I first started in April 2015. I did Slimming World. I went and got the books and did it at home. So I was weighing myself. So I actually weighed myself on Christmas Day, and I'd lost £1 from the week before, which was great. I stuck to plan. I wanted to see if I could do it and whether I could stick to plan on Christmas Day, and I did. I had a huge cooked breakfast, which was obviously free on Slimming World. I then had a huge roast dinner. I sinned the oil, I sinned the Yorkshires, I sinned the stuffing, I sinned gravy. For tea, I had a huge salad, which again was free on Slimming World. So I literally stuck to plan. I was fine on Boxing Day, stuck to it. Came to weigh-in on New Year's Day and I'd stayed the same. I was absolutely devastated. I think it was a contributing factor to me switching to Weight Watchers. I think it was a huge factor for me switching to Weight Watchers. Also the fact that I googled what's the difference between Weight Watchers and Slimming World, and somebody on a blog somewhere had put you can have white bread. That did it for me as well. But yeah, I was absolutely mortified. You would have thought that because it was Christmas and I'd stuck to plan, I would have lost at least £5, but it didn't work like that. Subsequently I switched to WW. Christmas 2016, fast forward to Christmas 2016, I stuck to plan on Christmas. I used all of my weeklies, saved them all up, used my weeklies, used my dailies, pointed everything. I had treats, but everything was within points on that Christmas Day. I was an absolute angel. And I weighed myself on Boxing Day because there was no class, and I'd lost £2 that week. So even sticking to it over Christmas, I lost £2. So it can happen. Miracles can happen. But yeah, I stuck to it. Used all my weeklies, that's what they're there for, and I was glad. I like to know that I can be in control when I want to be. But then on New Year's Eve, me and my partner decided, because I'd been very good over Christmas, that we were going to have a Domino's. Now it had been 1.5 years since I'd had a Domino's last. I had the Domino's, absolutely enjoyed it. It was phenomenal, it was lovely, great. The next morning I had really bad stomachache, and I had that stomachache for 6 days. Subsequently I've not had a Domino's since. I really like them, and I do want them, but just the really bad stomach pain I had for 6 days afterwards has really put me off. I might have one in the future, but it's aversion therapy works. I got weighed on the 9th of January after that, and I stayed the same. So being good over Christmas was great. Had the Domino's, that was pretty much all I had, and I stayed the same when I got weighed for the first weigh-in after Christmas. So that was good. Then fast forward again to Christmas 2017. Flex had come in the November, and I was struggling slightly. I was close to goal. I was 13 stone 9, and my goal is 13 stone. I decided that I was going to have 2 days off. I had Christmas Day and Boxing Day off. I ate quite a bit. I enjoyed myself. It's fine. I don't drink. I'm not really a drinker, so I didn't drink, but I had the 2 days off. The problem being that that year I'd struggled. I'd had some quite big bloats. Now if I have a bloat, I can put on a stone anyway. I can put on 14 pounds anyway. So after Christmas I hit the perfect storm. Basically I had 2 days off plan, and I had a massive bloat. So the first day that I got weighed after Christmas, I'd put on a huge 14 pounds. it was demoralising, and because I've been so close to goal, I then had a stone, one stone £9 to lose to get back to get to goal. Then I was devastated. I really was. But then, what am I going to do? Am I going to start eating again? No, I'm just going to get back on plan and get that weight off. Bloats happen. They happen to loads of people, and it's just about ploughing through. Basically, I got to goal in the April. So it did take me a little while to get that weight off. But then in between then I'd had another bloat as well. So these things happen. Anyway, we're not talking bloats, we're talking Christmases. So yeah, I put a massive £14 on from 2 days off. These things happen, deal with them, move on. Then Christmas 2018. First year at goal. Got to goal in the April, so it was the first year at goal. I decided to have 3 days off. I was going to have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day off. I got lots of food in. I got some of these nuts. I got some of these ones. I got some Asda ones that are similar, and I got some Morrison's ones. I've just bought loads of caramelised nuts for some reason. I just went mad. I also got a lot of chocolate, a lot of crisps. Where Christmas dinner was concerned, I didn't want a Christmas dinner. I wanted to eat something that I was craving and what I really liked. So I decided that I didn't want a Christmas dinner because I can have a Christmas dinner whenever I like and I can point it and it's fine. I decided I wanted buffet food. That was what I was going to eat. So I got loads of snacks and buffet food. So that's sausage rolls, pork pies, cheese, crackers, the lot. I ate a lot of food over the 3 days. Christmas Eve was fine, ate quite a bit. Christmas Day was fine, ate quite a bit. By Christmas Day night, I'd pretty much had enough. I'd had my fill. Problem being that we were going to my partner's mum's on Boxing Day and she was doing a huge dinner. So literally, if we weren't doing that, I would have got back on it on Boxing Day. But because we were going round to his mum's, I didn't, and I ate loads of food on Boxing Day as well because I still had nuts left. I will not be buying any nuts this year because I didn't really enjoy them and I ended up eating them because I didn't want to waste them. So it's a cautionary tale for me. I will not be buying any salted nuts, caramelised nuts, anything this year. That Christmas, so I had 3 days off, got straight back on it the day after Boxing Day, got weighed, the first weigh in, and I'd gained 4.5 pounds, which wasn't bad. Got that off reasonably quickly. Didn't have the perfect storm that I had the year before, so that was good. So that's what happened that year. Now this year I have decided, because I didn't want 3 last time, 3 was far too much, I'm going to have Christmas Day and Boxing Day, so I'm going to stick with it till Christmas Day if I can. I'm not saying that will happen, it might all go pear-shaped, but I'm going to have Christmas Day and Boxing Day off. Again, I'm not having a Christmas dinner because I'm not that bothered. I can go and have a carver another time, later in the week. So I'm going to have buffet food again, but I'm not going to buy the amount that I bought last time. I've already bought my chocolate, I've already bought my crisps. Not buying pretty much anything else, I don't think. I might get a nice pudding and some buffet food, and that's pretty much going to be it for the day. I'm set. So that's what I'm doing this year. 2 days off is more than enough for me. When it comes to everybody else, it's all dependent on you. I know people, I've been on WW Connect site for a very long time for their social media, and people do various things. Some people will stick to plan over Christmas. I did it for 2 years. It's a couple of days as far as I'm concerned now. I think the difference being that I'm now at goal. Before I was close to goal, and last year I was at goal as well, so it does make a bit of a difference. So I will be having a couple of days off and I'll be enjoying them, but it's entirely up to you. Whatever you decide to do, have a lovely Christmas, and once it's over, it's done. Get back on it, start again. That's all I can say. It's a couple of days at most, although I do know some people that will have a whole month off. Couldn't do that myself, but whatever you fancy, it's entirely up to you. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.